up against the wall, and we go on the road, and we're some warriors, and it's a good feeling. I'm glad we won, but we got to get ready for the Apple Cup now.
And for the governor, I want to present the Apple Cup to the UW Husky.
What a way to leave your last game as a senior. Just all the emotions, just the game. I mean, that's what the rivalry is all about. Great, fantastic finishes, big plays, and this is the greatest way as a senior you could leave Husky Stadium.
I think I kind of got the gist of it now, and I'm going to understand next year. I'm really mad that we lost the Huskies. I don't want to lose the Huskies ever again.
Little Huard and Ryan Leaf, 1995.
I don't know where to start on that thing. Damon Huard, back in 1995 after winning the Apple Cup. Number 22, Washington beat Washington State 33-30 in that game. Damon passed for 276 yards in that game, engineered the game-winning drive that set up a John Wales game-winning kick. Nice final game for you at Husky Stadium, huh?
That was pretty cool. Now it's the first game of the year.
Yeah.
Not quite the same storylines, but yeah, man, that Apple Cup, and it's a beautiful thing that the game's still going. I mean, right? And who knows in this day and age of college football, but certainly glory days. But a glorified one there as your last one in Husky Stadium.
Pretty good way to end it, yeah.
It was, yeah. And a young Ryan Leaf, a great player, and as a senior, there's no better way to go out. It's still pretty good today if you have the home game against the Ducks and you beat them.
Yeah.
But the Cougs and the Apple Cup, yeah, so many great memories, great games, great rivalry, and we'll have another one here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, let's talk about the current Huskies here for a few. Damon, of course, led the Pac-10 in completion rate back in the day, final season. And, Damon Williams completed nearly 70% of his passes. He had the second best single-season mark in UW history, Damon. Yet the team struggled a bit in Big Ten play. What do you want to see from Damon this season?
I mean, what didn't we see last year as a sophomore? I mean, he led the Big Ten in total offense, over 3,000 yards passing, 600 yards rushing, 31 total touchdowns. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. And he's not just like a dual threat quarterback. He can, like in the old days, you'd say a dual threat quarterback. It really meant he could run, but he probably can't really throw it.
Right.
This kid can sit in the pocket and dice it. I saw him make some throws earlier today in practice. I never can make that throw. Now it's year 3. And he's more comfortable. He's a little bigger and stronger. But, man, he can sling it, and he is the fastest guy on the field.
And he's got a nice little offensive line in front of him, doesn't he?
He really does. We got 4 of the 5 starters back on that offensive line, which is a big deal. Decker DeGraff, the tight end, is back. Really the question mark, really the whole team. The defense, this is going to be the best Husky defense we've had probably since the 2016 college football, it wasn't CFP back then. Oh, yeah, it was, wasn't it? We had 4 teams. My bad. Anyway, it is loaded. We are deep at linebacker. X-Ray Alexander, Buddha, Manu, Zay from Bethel High School. We are loaded. McLaughlin at safety, the D-line, Jacob Lane, the pride of Puyallup, Washington.
I like that. Emerald Ridge.
Emerald Ridge High
Mr.
School.
Brusa from Kennedy Catholic.
Kennedy Catholic. So, yeah.
Go on and on, Paul.
Anyway, we really could. But this Husky defense is loaded. The question mark really is going to be the playmakers, the skill guys.
Yeah.
We losing Jonah Coleman, Muhammad. Who's going to step up at running back? Is it Jaden Lamar, the Lake Stevens kid, transferred from Oregon? Obviously, Desmond Roebuck, a great little slot receiver. Who's scoring touchdowns? No Denzel Boston, no Roma Dunze. Is it Christian Moss? Is it Rasheed Williams? So there's some question marks with the playmakers, but the quarterback and the O-line and the defense,
pretty good.
Yeah, really good.
Jed Fish, year 3.
Oh, man.
I mean, you played for some great coaches. You've worked alongside some great coaches as well. Yeah. I know you and Chris Peterson had a tight relationship. I know you loved what he did.
Oh, yeah.
But what are you seeing from Jed Fish?
Man, Jed, if you were to come out and watch practice, this thing is so crisp. It's so organized. There is so much energy. And no one is working harder than this guy on and off the field. Obviously, in this era of NIL and rev share, not only just coaching football, he's built some amazing relationships with all of our very best supporters and donors. And he's so ambitious. He wants to be the greatest. He wants to be the next Don James, and I love that about this guy. Schematically, just some really neat stuff on offense. I mean, obviously his pro style, but he's been everywhere. He's seen how it's done right. And he's doing it right here on Montlake. Husky fans, as excited as you are, you Seahawk fans with Mike McDonald, be just as excited with Jed Fish.
Okay. Talking about the Apple Cup, Damon touched on it a little bit. First game of the season, it's going to be right here on King 5, September 6th. Damon, the Huskies are the favorites in this thing. In fact, they were, I believe, 20-point favorites about 3 months ago. So the Cougars are coming into Seattle, trying to spoil the party. Yeah. Give me a little sense of what it will be like playing this in the first game of the season.
Yeah, we've done that now. The last, at least last year, I think we did in Pullman. Do I got that right? Maybe not. But it's just different in that there's not the same storylines, right? Are you playing to go to the Rose Bowl? Are you playing to knock the Huskies out of this or that? Or can we get to the CFP if we win? And we don't, especially with the Cougars in first year with Kirby Moore at the helm, we know nothing about the Cougs. Mm-hmm. So on paper, yeah, it shouldn't be. In this era of college football where there's NIL money and the roster, like our roster is so much better than theirs. But you always know in these rivalry games, like, this is their Super Bowl, and they're going to come here. This means this is the biggest game on their schedule all year. So, dogs, you better be ready to roll, no matter the talent level.
Yeah, and when you play the first game of the season, as you know, all the years you played football, when you play that first game, mistakes can come up and bite you, and the best teams can lose to the lesser talented teams for sure. So, you got to watch out for that.
Tackling, turnovers, and special teams. That first couple games of the season.
Yeah, so things can happen. You talk about the Cougs and the fact that they haven't really unveiled anything over there. Yeah. Kirby Moore's keeping everything pretty close to the vest, but there's a quarterback battle going on out there. What's it like for the players involved in something like that?
Quarterback battles, they're not all that fun, if I'm being honest with you. I mean, it's part of the deal. And, but there's just, you're in the room, you guys are friends, but you're also like, only one can play. And it's hard. It's an interesting dynamic that only if you go through it do you really, I think, understand it. And it's, like I said, only one can play. And it's really hard, especially if you're not named the starter, when you really think you should be. I had one of those that Miami, my last year there, like, what? So anyway, it happens. But it's really hard, like, after the fact to, like, okay, you're the number 2, and you get over it. Yeah. But it's hard.
Yeah, man. I appreciate the honesty.
And then you get the outside noise as well. You get
all of it.
Girlfriends or wives telling you should be the starter. Media telling you things as well. So that's not easy.
It's not easy, but from those situations, you learn the most about yourself.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't trade them, but they're not always easy.
Yeah. All right, real quickly. Yep. Every time he joins us, Paul, I mean, he's dressed just perfect.
Yeah, man.
I mean, he's perfect.
Got the guns filling out the shirt there too, man. Look at you, man.
We do research on this show, and Damon is not responsible for this, Paul. He's not. I've done my research and I found out this. His wife, Julie, there she is right there, Paul. She is a professional fashion consultant. I looked it up. She is, she's the top consultant in the P&W right now. She helps Damon get dressed for the show, for big wedding events. I mean, it must be nice when your wife takes care of you every day.
Chris, we've come a long way from Mervin's on South Hill.
Good call, man.
The sweaters we used to wear, and then it was the flannel growing up in Puyallup. But yeah, no, Julie, she's awesome, no doubt. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, right?
Yeah, you look good.
She does a great job, works really hard at it, and keeps me trying to look young.
Giving her a plug, and one more plug for another lady in your wife. We always talk about your dad, Mike, but we got Peg Huard. Paul, she's the #1 Ultimate Seattle Sports Show fan. She watches the show, and she said, Chris, please tell Damon and Brock whenever they're on the show to let me know, because they never let her know. So
that's because they're constantly on the air. They're constantly out there. Listen, you promoted Passing One. You promoted
Julie's clothing.
You've done a lot of promotion here in the last 5 minutes.
Slipping them through.
I tried to promote Mervin's, but I think they're long gone.
Yeah, they're gone.
But I love that you brought that back, man. You reach way back from Mervin's.
Boy, you guys have reached back all day with these glory day pictures of me with full head of hair and good pimples on my face.
This is great. right. This has been a tremendous business. I tell you, Chris has been digging across the street in our barn of video to find some of that stuff.
Anytime, buddy.
It was great stuff to see. Great to see you in action as well. So,
Thank you, boys.
thanks for coming in. Thanks for making this
having me.
in person, sitting in the recliner with us.
Man, you guys are doing a great job with the show. It's fun to turn on every day and get the scoop of what's going on with sports in Seattle. Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Congrats, by the way. Your daughter getting married. We love it, man.
There it is.
too.
All right.
Thank you.
Damon Huard on the program. We love